Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. This is part 2 of our color along in Romantic Country using Prismacolor Premier pencils. We are working on this page. Last time we did the border, the trellis border all the way around, gave you the colors for the flowers, and kind of led you through how I created the extra foliage in the background. Today we're going to be working on this center section. And first we need to finish up our grass. So I'm going to show you how I do that. And it's super easy. So let me get you zoomed in. Okay, using the same colors that we already have used on our vine in the background. We've got PC910, PC913, PC908, PC909. And I'm going to take my lightest color first. And basically I'm just going to go around and make little flicking zigzag lines all over the place. Now this is not going to be like super realistic grass. This is just going to give it a little bit more texture than it has now. Just like that. I'm going to do it all over. And then I would come in with my next darkest color, which is the PC910, and do that in a couple other places. And then again with the grass green, I'm just going to actually just do random flicks of that. And I might do it right where those lines are drawn in by the artist. And I'm just doing, just like you put your pencil down and then you flick up. That's all it is. But yeah, so I'll do that all over. Oh, and then we've got our darkest green. And this one you want to use sparingly because it's super dark. So I might actually just go right over where those, yeah, that looks better with the, where the lines were for that the artist drew in with the darkest green. We can use our grass green in different places. Yeah, and it's just basically a layering of that. You just go back in, and wherever you feel like you want to add more grass, you just keep going until you get the look that you like. And having that pastel layer to start with really just helps. It really, really does. So I'm also going to pay a little bit of attention to the chair leg here and where the stem comes out of the ground here. I'm going to add in some longer strokes of grass around the chair, just like it's covering up the corner, and then a few from behind. And then I want to just make that a little bit darker around there. And the same for the stem. You just want to add a little bit of extra grass there. And I'm going to do the same thing with my dark green, but I'm not making the strokes quite as tall. And then with this true green, I'm going to make some really tall ones, just to maybe imply that this chair has been here for a while. Okay. Yeah, and grass is one of those things that you can kind of get a little bit messy with. It's like just a bunch of scribbles and flicks, and ends up looking pretty cool in the end. So yeah, so I'm gonna do, that's basically what this whole area is gonna look like. there's our grass. I think it looks pretty cute. I did do a couple of little flicks around the tablecloth here, just to kind of make it look like there's grass underneath there. I am going to take my lightest color one more time and just go right along the edge of the grass and the tablecloth, just so it does look like there is stuff back there. I am going to also, because I created a little bit of a horizon here, so I'm going to come straight across and create that horizon right here too, just so that I have a consistent look all the way across. I'm going to add in a little bit of those. Okay. All right. That should work. I might darken this up a bit. Okay. All right, I think I like that. I think it looks okay. All right, so next, let's work on, we want to work on the tablecloth. Since we have our greens out, let's just do all the greenery. Let's just get all that done. So I've got this bird flying up here, and I'm just going to use 2 of my greens to get the foliage done. I'm going to use True Green, which is 910, and a little bit of the Spring Green, which is 913. I lied, 3 greens. I'm going to put a little bit of the grass green right at the center. Let's do the foliage on here. So again, same 3 greens. We'll go in with the grass green first. Some of the True Green. And the Spring Green at the end. Now, sometimes when you have floral arrangements like this, you can add in some other leafy things, which, let me play a second and see if I can figure out a way that I want to do that. Hang on just a sec. All right, so I did a quick sketch, so we'll see if maybe I like the way that this looks. I'm just going to attempt to very lightly sketch this in, see if I like it. So this one, the stem's going to come out this way, and then we're going to have very pointy leaves. Okay, and then over this way, another stem, and this one's going to have more rounded leaves. It's going to be like the ones. And remember, these are going behind the other leaves, so. All right, and then last, I had like grassy kind of things coming out, so I'm just going to draw a swirly line and then another line right next to it, and then another one going up. And then I had one coming out this way. And one coming out this way. And then I had a couple of ones coming out this way. So we'll see. Let's see. This doesn't look terrible. Oh, I don't know if I like that. See, you just have to have an eraser on hand. Because if you don't like something that you've drawn in, you can very easily erase it. So I think that's going to work. And I'm just going to lighten this up really quick. I think I have my, I don't know if it's upstairs, so I'm going to have to use this eraser. So I sketched the stuff in, and now I'm just lightly erasing some of those darker pencil lines so that I can just go over it with my colored pencil, and that it doesn't show the pencil lines through. So I think for this one, I might actually use my darker green. So I'm going to draw in the stem here. And then we're going to go like this. And there you go. there's that one. The other one, I'm going to take my grass green and draw those. Okay. And then right here too. All right, and then the last one, I'm just going to use this true green and sketch that in pretty light because I'm going to try to do a varied color on that. So I'm going to have it turn into a lighter green on the end. Okay, I think I like that. So let's just kind of see what we get here. I'm going to color the center part of the flowers in here. And then I'm going to use this spring green to blend it out a little bit. Okay. Oops, sorry for the shaking. Darken up that stem a little. Okay, and then on this one, we're just going to color in with the grass green. I got one here and there. Again, darken up the stem a little. That looks good. And then for the leafy, or the whatever those are, I'm going to start with the light green up the tip. Okay, and then use this one to kind of fade into it a little bit. All right, here we go. I am going to take this grass, nope, I'm going to have to use the dark green because I colored too hard. This dark green is just going to go up the center of these guys. And this way. And this way. I do need something else right there, don't I? But I don't want another one to just come in. Maybe it could, well, let's sketch it and see. Maybe it could just come this way. I don't love that, but I don't hate it. Maybe we could have one. Maybe we could have one just curl behind this part. Oh, I like both of those actually. That's the good thing about just trying to play and seeing if you like something. Okay, what did I do with these ones? I outlined in true green, right? And then I do that one. Then light green on the tip. And then the true green. And that takes up some more of that space in there too. Okay. Sometimes with the vases and stuff, if there's not a lot of extra stuff, you can always add in your own greenery and it just makes it look fuller and just fun. All right, I think that's it. And then I think I might go in with this true green and just color a little bit. I'm just gonna color in kind of like we did on the background, where we just add a little bit of color behind everything just to make it look like it's fuller. Okay, I think that's it for that. And I did erase a little bit of the blue so I can come back and use the pad, the cotton pad that I used before. Okay, so we've got this flower and this flower, which I think I'm going to do the dark pink, like these guys on the outsides. So we've got PC994, PC929, and PC195. So we're going to start with 994, which is the process red. I'm just going to color darker at the bottom. And then shade up from there with my lighter pink. And then with the pomegranate, I'm going to trace right around the bottom, the base. Add a little bit of shadow right there where the leaves are, and then I'm actually going to do a little bit of flicking just to kind of give it some depth. I'm going to do the same thing on this flower here, so we'll start with PC, whatever that one is, process red. I don't remember what number that is. And then we go with our lighter pink. And then with the pomegranate, again, just go where the darker shadows would be. And then we're going to flick up just to create a little bit of interest there. And then we're going to do our peachy flower. Now this one's a lot smaller than these ones around the outside, so I am not sure that I'm going to get as many colors into one little flower. So I think we're going to stick to 3 colors. So I think I'm going to go 994, PC939, and then the lightest peach was this PC927. So again, with this pink, I'm just going right where all of the shadows would be. Okay, now I'm going to come with the peach. And then with the light peach. All right. That pink really, in my brain, I was wanting all of these flowers to be pretty orangey peach, but I really like the way that pink kind of sets it off. This one down here in the bottom is probably the one that has the most like an orangey peach kind of thing, but I like the way that we did this one. All right, do I do these guys as white? I think so. So I am just going to take my white Posca and trace right over them and hope that it shows up kind of. Okay. I might come in with a little bit of a gray color and give each of those circles a little bit of shadow so that you can see them. Yeah, and then I will make sure that the lines are completely covered. Sometimes that takes 2 layers. All right. There is our flower arrangement. I think that looks pretty cute. Okay, let's do all of the blue stuff. So I'm pretty sure that my bird is going to be blue, and it's going to be the same blues that I'm using for everything else. I think we're done with all the foliage. I think. Okay, so for my blues, I've got True Blue, which is PC903. I have Non-Photo Blue, which is PC919. And I have Electric Blue, which is PC1040. I may be adding in one other blue, and that would be, where did it go? Actually, it's not necessarily a blue, it's a little bit of a turquoise, and that is the Cobalt Turquoise. And that is only if my other blues kind of do weird things because I'm aiming for this blue. So I thought the true blue was the closest one that I could find to that, but we'll see how it goes. All right, on my little bluebird, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my darkest color. Yeah, that's not bad. That works. I'm gonna draw in the wings. And his little belly. I think I'm gonna leave his belly light, actually. I'll come in with, this is the non-photo blue. And actually, I think I'm gonna use white instead of the electric blue. I don't know that the electric blue would be quite the right look here. All right. And let's give him a little bit of a yellowish orange beak. All right, I am gonna add a little bit of that color right back in. Let's see what happens if we add this turquoise in right over top. Oh, that might that might be a little too green, but at least it adds a little bit of contrast there. Okay, so there is our birdie. Is that his tail? I think that's his tail. So let's just give him some tail feathers here. Okay, and then we've got the blue here. I'm also planning on doing the blue on the tablecloth. So let's go ahead and do that part. So we're gonna do, yeah, this is my plan. We're gonna do the true blue on the leaves all the way, and down the stripes is also gonna be the true blue, but I think I'm gonna mix the turquoise a little bit with that. And then the parts in between are all gonna be kind of a white color. I might do the electric blue in the background of the stripes behind the leaves. We will see how that goes. But yeah, I'll do that and let you guys see. Okay, for the tablecloth, I need to add in some shadows because I want the rest of that to appear white. So I am going to use some cool grays. I'm going to grab my cool gray 50%, which is 1063, and cool gray 1060, which is, or 20% cool gray, which is 1060. And you can kind of see down at the bottom where it moves. So what I see, how I see these shadows in here right now, is I've got a little bit of a shadow right in here, and I'm just going to color right over top of the blue even with my gray. And that's just going to take a little bit of that stuff into the shadow. Blend that out a little bit with my 20%. And then I'm also going to do the same thing here. And that's right where that grass, where you had colored that grass in, it doesn't really show up now, so I might have to go back over top of that, but that'll be okay. And there's a little bit more, another little one right here, I think. And then we have to go along this tablecloth right underneath the edge here. And that one I'm not going to bother blending out because it's going to cast a pretty good shadow on that. And then the only other thing that I see is so these lines are a little bit wavy going vertically as well. So anywhere where there's a significant line like that, I'll probably put a little bit of a shadow in, and I'm very lightly touching the page so that it will look like it's curved a little bit. This one here too. Add a little bit of shadow right here and right there, right in the center of those areas, so it kind of looks like things are turning, and then maybe right there. I might actually carry that into this section too, so that it doesn't just look like there's a weird line right there. Okay, let's see what we think of that. Sometimes it's hard for me to judge it while I'm coloring. I have to kind of step back or take a picture of it and look at it a little bit better. Yeah, I can't really tell right now. I think I need a little bit of a darker gray right through the center here. Right here. Okay, that one's pretty dark right there, so I need to... There is a gnat flying around me, and it's driving me crazy. I think this one continues over this way a little bit. So we're just gonna keep going that way. And hopefully it doesn't look completely crazy. All right. Yeah, I think that looks okay. The other thing I might do then is take my lightest gray and just at the bottoms of the white areas, kind of color up from there a little bit. And then down right there in the corner. Okay. All right, guys, what do you think? Maybe one more little, just a little bit of a darker line right at the edge of the, I'm leaving a little bit of a gap above the end of the tablecloth. Okay. So let me take a look at that and see what I think. All right, I think it looks okay. I am going to darken up the shadow right underneath the tablecloth. And I'm just going right along that line there. Trying not to turn the book as much as possible. It's much easier to do when you don't have ink tints or something that you have to try to control. Okay, and then the next tablecloth is this one. I'm going to do again, I'm going to do blue along the edges on that border. flowers. So one of the pictures that I saw had a really pretty, like light pink tablecloth at the top. So I am going to try to replicate that. And I think that I want to use, I'm going to bring in a new pink. I know I shouldn't, but it's not that different. So I'm going to use this Deco Pink, which is PC 1014, and that's going to be more for my shadows and stuff than for the flowers. I am going to do the flowers in the same pinks that we used for the trellis. Done. So let's do a chair and this pillow, and then I'll do this other chair off camera. So chairs, in my mind, they are some kind of silvery chair. So I'm going to use a combination of cool and warm grays. And I think I have everything I need. So as I go through, I will let you know what color I'm using because I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with yet. I think for now, I am going to start with the 70% warm gray PC 1056. That's going to be my darkest. And that's what I'm going to use for my shadows. Let's do, I just think I want it like that. And this part I think is raised a little bit, but it's still going to have a little bit of shadows here and there. And then these two panels, I feel like they're sunk back a little bit, so they're going to have pretty significant shadows around those sections. Okay. Across this way, I'm just going to outline this whole pillow. Okay, and then the seats silver too. Why not? Okay, so that was our 70% warm gray. Let's switch to a cool gray. What cools do I have out here? I have my 50% cool gray. Let's try that one. See how it goes. Okay. And because this is supposed to be silver and not necessarily pewter, I do want to try to leave a highlight in some areas, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, yeah, and then I can color out from this a little bit. This might end up being more like a pewter chair, which is fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's go to, what else do I have out here? Yeah, that'll work. We're going to do 20% cool gray. We're going to blend all the colors that we've already done. I'm trying as best as I can to leave that highlight there. That one's going to be gone. I'm using pretty firm pressure to blend everything with the cool gray too. And then just lightening up as I go into that highlight. So here, this area is going to be tricky because I kind of see it like it's been, I don't know if embossed is the right word. I don't think it is, but it's kind of raised up. That metal is raised up in that area, I think. And so there's going to be some definite highlights on that, but there's also going to be some shadows. So I think I'm going to use which one do I want to use? Yeah, I'm going to use my 50% cool gray and just add some shadows in here where I think there might be some. Right here. Probably should have come in here and done this part 2. Okay, and then I'm going to use again, the 20% cool gray, and I'm just going to color over top of all of that. Forgot about the center section here. And I'm going to come in with white and try to reserve anywhere there was a highlight. Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind. Okay. I might just have to add in some white highlights on the objects in the center. I am going to use, what is that one? I think this is the one I used. I'm going to use the 70%, what is that? That's cool gray. And just come underneath a couple of these items that had been raised. All right, what do we think? I might go back over all of it again with some white just to, I feel like some of this area right here, I know I said there'd be a harsh shadow, but I didn't think it would be quite so harsh. So let's bring out that color just a little bit. Just using 50% cool gray. Yeah. There you go. And to accent some of this, I'm just going to use some white Posca. And I will put a little bit of white on areas where I think there might be a highlight. It might be raised up a little bit farther. Okay. And there's my chair. Okay, let's do the pillow. All right, pink pillow. We're going to go PC 929 and PC 1014. For this pillow, I'm just going to outline, going to do like create a shadow around the edges right here, and then a little bit of a dip right in there. And then same thing here. Just going to color out from that line. This other pink is so light. All right. Okay, that's the pillow. I got the blue parts there. I think I'm going to make those a little sparkly with my Stardust pen. That's the nice thing about the Stardust. It's pretty much see-through. There's a little bit of silver sparkle in there, but there's no ink color, so you can go over colors and it'll highlight that. And then I want to make this one, I think just a lighter blue. So I'm going to use my electric blue, which is PC1040. And just come in at the edges. Leave a little bit of highlight in the middle. I'm going to use my white to blend that a little bit. All right. Cute little pillow. Okay, so I got the other chair finished. Now I'm going to do the little service on the tray here on the table. Let's do, I think I'm probably going to make the cups, let's make them peach. What do you say? All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a peach cup. So I'm going to do peach along the edges and back here. And on there. Oops, and that little part is part of the pillow through there. There we go. Okay, and then I need my light peach to blend that out a bit. And then I am going to use a little bit of cream. Blend that out even more. And again, I'm going to make these plates. I'm just going to do the dark peach there, some light peach on the edges, and really dark pink for the flowers. I need a, what did I grab? I grabbed sepia. So we're going to do very light sepia. And then I'm going to go over that with white, just so, or probably with cream. I'll go over that with cream just so it kind of blends in a little. Maybe they're having super strong tea. All right. So we had a peach, we have peach cups. That should probably be peach as well. So okay, and then now to this little tray. Well, we could do the vase really quick. What color should, maybe the vase should just be blue. Let's make the vase blue. Why not? Okay, I need to sharpen my blues. All right, got my blue sharpened. And I'm just gonna select a couple areas to bring that blue color down. And a couple areas to bring the blue color up. I need, so that was the true blue. This is the electric blue. I'm just using that to help extend that blue color. And then white. This vase will be a little bit shiny. And then in here, the darkest part's going to be down there. And then we'll get lighter as we move up. All right. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's do some silver. Silver on the base as well. Okay. All right, and then now our little tray here. So I'm going to make the whole thing silver, but I'm going to do a lighter silver than I did the chairs. So I'm going to start with my 50% gray and then you go to 20%. I am going to make, I was going to make the bowls peach to go with the setting. I think I'm still going to do that. Okay, treats. This is sometimes where I get stumped, but I have a reference that I can flip to from another page I did. Okay, I know for sure that I want to have a little bit of chocolate there, so I grabbed ginger root, which is PC 1084, and sepia, which is PC 948. So I'm just going to do a layer of ginger root very lightly. Then I'm going to come in with the sepia. This is going to be like a pretty dark chocolate. And then we will go back over that with the ginger root. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so let's try it with actual chocolate. What do we think? I bet that'll work. Yeah, that already looks better. Let's do chocolate and then the sepia in the corners. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Something else. I was going to put chocolate on these. So we're just going to put a little bit of chocolate right here. And just some darker sepia around the edges. Okay, and then I've got some macarons, which I'm going to do with pink. So we're going to do it just like that. And then which pink do I want to do? I think so that was regular pink, and this is blush pink. All right, we need something that is like a cakey color, and I think beige is probably the closest thing that I've got. So I'm going to color this part beige, and I'm going to color these guys all beige, because I have no idea what these are. They're probably some kind of muffins or scones. I bet they're scones. And this guy is going to be beige. These little sandwiches. And then I'm going to come in with my chocolate and just do a tiny little bit of shading. And right around here. I don't know where else to shade scones. I don't I don't think I've ever eaten a scone, like a real proper scone. I should. I drink tea all the time. I should have some scones. I gotta find a good bakery though. Okay, so we've got this part back here. Blend that out with the beige. I love this color. I know it's boring, but I really do love it. And then I think I'm gonna make these chocolate chip scones. So we're gonna put little chocolate chips in here. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna make this chocolate through the center. All right, that's chocolate. And then the top of this is gonna be pink. So we're gonna, you can see that I'm just kind of reusing the same few colors that we've already have in other parts of the page. Now this one is gonna be tricky. I think I'm gonna make it like a cream puff kind of thing. I think. So I'm gonna use the beige actually to shade it. And then I'm going to use the cream to color in the top. And then I'm going to use the chocolate. And the sepia. And then my sandwich needs a little bit of shading. So that's chocolate and beige. And again, chocolate and then beige. This little guy here. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of shadow down here. I don't really even know what those are, but those are probably like cream puffs or something. And then the cake up here is gonna be cake and cake. And then we're gonna have pink icing through there, but then bright pink berry stuffs. Okay. Let me add some finishing touches to this before we zoom out. I'm going to use my white Posca to create a little bit of highlight on some of these items. I'm just drawing a few little white squiggly lines in certain areas where I think there might be a little bit of reflection. And then I am going to outline this so it looks like there's a white cream on the inside. And then I'm going to give these some dots of white, so maybe it looks like there's sugar on them. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just guessing. And then I'm going to give these a couple of whites. Little dot in the center. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, let me zoom out. Okay, so here's our page. I did say that I was done, but I am going to add in just a little bit more. I found my Stardust pen, and I am going to add a little bit of sparkle to the silver parts of the table setting. And you could do this with stickles or gel pen, whatever you have handy. And then I am going to add a little bit of sparkle to the tops of these guys. And that is it, my friends. finished with our page. I think it turned out cute. I hope that you guys enjoyed that color along. I would love to see it if you colored along with me. You can tag me on Instagram at elmcolors. You can email me at my channel email. It's elmcolors@gmail.com. Yeah, I'd really, really love to see if you colored along with me. Yeah, so until next month for our next color along, which I will post another poll sometime next month. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.